Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're back with our Getting Into Nullsec series. We'll be looking actually getting into a Nullsec corporation. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. We have a corporation list over here. Buttons lovely over here. It comes standard that way. We've set up our list. We were looking for PvP. We've left all of them checked. We also checked new pilot friendly. Area of operations, we selected Nullsec, 00 space. Languages, my language, English. If you have for a different language, go for the other language. Playtime, Eve. This is automatically set for myself from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. my local time, which happens to be, 0200 to 800, something like that. Time, UTC. Anywho, I went with a slightly larger corporation than what it gave me. It started up with everything, but I prefer to have like 100 to infinite. I like to join a little bit larger alliance. I'd recommend you guys join that a little bit larger alliance as well. So we're going to go ahead and look for here is, you want to look for someone, look for a corporation that maybe. If you're looking to get into a specific alliance, you'd want to search up that alliance. You can also search for corporations, which not every corporation Eve is going to be on this list. Only ones with adverts for new players. Now, we're going to go ahead and just kind of you also want to know a little bit about these alliances. Razor Alliance specifically is a little more of a Russian alliance, if I recall correctly. That may or may not be true. Do look that up. I'll look into your corporations a little bit. The Goonswarm Federation, is one of the major alliances. Red Federation is a part of the Red and Blue War, back and forth, where they battle in Highsec, I think. Highsec or Lowsec. Anywho, yes, they also battle on Nullsec, I guess. Anywho, you can click on one of these, look them up. This is where their wars are. You can see they're war with a whole lot of people, including the Goon Swarm. Wow. Fourth branch of the government, Goon Capital, Caldari High Prime, Red Federation. They're at war with themselves. Anywho, you can see the languages here, what they're looking for. We'll talk about themselves. This is kind of just an open area where they can ask about them. They'll kind of say, this is who we are, this is what we do. This is we're super cool, come play with us. We'll be really chill about things. Anywho, we're going to go ahead and look into a little bit larger alliance here. Looking for capable, easygoing pilots with PvP experience. Carrier capable is a huge plus, but not essential. So that is for Polar that is for Polaris Rising from Gentleman's Agreement. That is not that carrier capable as a must. That's not something you can get anytime soon. We looked at carriers in one of our last episodes, the capital overview episode for getting into Nullsec. Those just to sit in them is 4 months of just sitting in them. You couldn't even shoot guns off your normal ship because you wouldn't have training skill because you're too busy trying to train for your character. Anywho, you want to find one that is a little more what you're looking for. All applicants, whatever they join, they have almost all of them will come with requirements. You need to be able to fill these requirements, and we're going to talk about those as well. Specifically, these people will ask the character must be a minimum of 3 weeks of age. You must be out of your free trial. Is what they're saying. They have a 21-day free trial, at least. You must be older than that. A lot of them are skill points requirements. I looked up the math saying most people were averaging 43 to 46,000 new for their people. Now, we don't have any augmentations, do we? Double check this. A couple characters. We have no augmentations. Getting those, we'll talk about those in another video. Those are great things. So yes, like I said, requirements. Anywho, we're looking at, like I said, there's a time requirement. We're looking at 10 million skill points. We said something about 43,000 or so. So I put in 45,000 skill points per day. So 45,000. But most people are looking for about a 10 million. You guys can adjust this whatever you guys need. We'll put in 10 million. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Divided by 45,000 per day. Average, getting the implants is a really great thing. Recommend doing that. 222 days. We'll divide that by 30 to get months. Looking about 7.5 months for people who are asking for 10 million skill points required. If you want to know how fast you're gaining skill points, 5 million skill points would be half that. You're looking at a little over 3 months, a little over 3.5, approaching on 4 months. You will come up here to your character screen. You will go with your skill points. So you pull up in our calculator. So 1918184 divided by how many days you've been playing. Today would happen to be February 12th, and I started this character on December 30th. So there's 1 day for the end of December, 31 days in January makes us 32, plus 12 is 44. So you divide that skill points by 44. Enter. We've been getting 43,595 skill points average per day since we made this character. Now that's just an average. Can help you get an idea for how much further you can going. Now those implants will really boost up how many skill points you're getting per day, per minute, everything. It'll boost how fast you're getting your skill points, so you can get into these things a little bit sooner. That time is time for you to train up your skills to fly different ships, especially the T2 ships we discussed in previous episodes. Maybe T2 small guns is a good idea. Small guns are launchers if you're Caldari. You want to be looking into those things. Tech 2, armor hardeners, I mean, getting those hull upgrades and everything up is a great idea as well. Also, they'll have other requirements. I mean, these guys specifically as players must be no less than 18 years old. That's just a requirement they have. You have to be at least 18. Now, a lot of corporations will ask of you is that you almost always have to be able to be on communications. These will usually be TeamSpeak or Ventrilo or Mumble are the three more popular ones. Not all of them will require that you be able to use a microphone, that you have one and can use one. A lot of them will, but some of them won't. Like I said, almost all of them require that you be able to listen, not necessarily be able to interact, or like you be able to type in corp or something like that. Really, if you're looking to be into PvP, you really kind of need to have a mic. It's a huge part of it. Being able to communicate effectively with them, and voice is so much faster than typing, and time is of the essence in many situations. Another thing you have to look into giving them is your full API key. These people actually happen to give you a link, which is quite convenient. I have gone to the liberty of bringing up a web page, which will come up here in a second. Right there, we're going to the EVE Online universe. I'll show you guys how to get to your API key. So you can go ahead and drop into eveonline.com. Come over here to EVE Universe, Account Management. Now I've already logged in. You click log in here, or bring you back to this page after you've logged in. Come to support, go to API Key Management. Fun little glitch. Never mind, didn't glitch this time. So we have our guy here. Our API key will be here. Our verification code will also be here. Access mask doesn't really matter, and you want to say you want to create a key and it's set to expire at never. Create a new key here. We'll go ahead and create a new key for us. Name Funky. I almost made it funky. Access mask, it'll just default to whatever. Character, usually you'll have to set to all. Set to no expiry, that's fine. A verification code you can generate, or you can just write one. This is a character type, because you want to have a corporation. You need to make sure that all of these are checked. Every single one. Because that's what they're going to want to know everything. Now, what this API key does, submit, is it lets them see everything. So, I mean, they can't change anything on your account, but they can see everything. They can see all your skills you've trained, all of your kills, all of your wallet balance and everything info. It's not like they're going to take your money. Okay, there are scams in EVE, but it's not like, don't just assume everyone's going to take your money or anything, such things like that. They need to know you. They need to know you're not a spy. PvP alliances are very, the bigger alliances can be very skeptical of people just because they have a lot to lose. Anywho, so that's where all this is. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. This is what I mean. You have to look for your alliance. Enter what in you guys hear, what you guys think you're going to be looking for. A really good idea if you really want to start getting into PvP is look up the alliances and know what the alliances are in space, and you can use your map to find that using the sovereignty on your map. So if I minimize out of this, I come down here to find my world map control panel, and I scroll down to sovereignty. And sovereignty, all factions, alliances, I have it set. Minimize back out of this, and you can scroll over everywhere and see just where everything is. If I scroll up just a little bit, you guys can get to know the map a little bit better. And I'd recommend Googling images of the map to kind of get an idea of where everything is. This really doesn't tell you a whole lot. It's not the most effective way to learn things. For the most part, I can tell you that, for the most part, this around here, for the most part, is high sec. Low sec has a couple of these constellations hanging around the edge, not all of them. Once you get further out, This is like all the outside is nullsec, and I can actually pull up something on the world map that'll tell us that. If I get out of sovereignty, scrolling. Here we're going up now. Get out of sovereignty, security status. So that's a much easier way to tell. Anything blue or green or yellow is going to be all high sec. Anything orange and red, well, not necessarily red. Most everything like orange or kind of getting like a darker pink is going to be low sec. And then once you start pushing to the point where you're getting to red, that is going to be null sec. That is 0 and below. Wormhole spaces does not appear on here, for it is kind of like in a different dimension almost. There are two places you're really not going to be able to go kind of ever. That is the Jova Empire space. That is reserved for like CCP developers and employees and such things like that. We've heard two tales of people ever getting there before, but I think both of them are false. Though they both make for some pretty good stories, which we'll talk about another point in time. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Hope you guys can get into an corporation alliance and nullsec that you guys are geared for. You guys can be pumped and go out and get into some of the PvP stuff or manufacturing kind of stuff. You know, there's lots of things, exploration, reasons you want to be out in nullsec. There's a lot of money worth of stuff out there if you can make, if you're of the right mentality that you can live in nullsec. There's a lot of stuff to learn. We're looking forward to doing more series here on Eve. We want to do a So You Want to Fly a Blank series. We'll be talking about the general info, uses, skills to buy and train for different ships, mostly towards nullsec gear. We'll probably do for most ships in the game. We're doing a maneuvers series, including like bombing runs, how to make and use instorps and save spots, and making perches as well. And kind of, I hope to do something about fleets as well. Though I'm not the most knowledgeable on really the bigger PvP engagement in fleets and such things like that. I kind of have a little bit of limited experience there, but hope you guys can see that, and I'll go out there and learn these things for you guys so I can teach you all about them so we can all learn together, because it's a very vast and complicated universe, and hope you guys can come out and enjoy it with the rest of us. And anyway, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and you guys can get into that corporation you guys are looking for and get that thrill out of Eve that it is so much known for. Anyways, you guys have a great rest of your day.